Hey everybody, I'm gonna clear again. I just started recording a minute ago, but clearing. I just realized my mic wasn't in, and instead of subjecting everybody to another poor audio video, I'm just gonna pick up where I left off on the reading and begin there. So I just pulled two cards asking what the Divine Masculines want next in the connection, and I literally got laying a foundation and communication. So I'm clarifying the communication card. I said, what do they want to talk about? Reunion energy came up, and then the King of Wands in the reverse. This is the Divine Masculine card. For me, it's a shamanic type of a card, but in the reverse, it's talking about the friend zone stuff, anything that didn't work out, volatile energy, bad moods, not getting it together, not coming forward, not being passionate. They want to tell you why. They want to tell you that it wasn't the time. I got Hermetic Tarots to clarify further, so now is not the time. And you are wrong. I have never imagined so much perfection. So the message here was they knew that it wasn't time. It may still not quite be the time yet, but don't get it twisted, Divine Feminines. They have never imagined so much perfection as you. And so don't make it about you. It's them, not you. And they're very much understanding that there is personal accountability, that they have been following intuition, doing the best they could, navigating their lives, but they have not been in their peak performance, I heard. They haven't been in their right mind, I just heard. They have been healing. They've been trying to figure it out. They do feel like talking to you in person is going to be the best thing, and that you are also the epitome of perfection for them. Okay, let's do the same thing with this foundation building. What is it that the Divine Masculines are so... wow, literally we get the card. Oh, so sweet. So we get victory landing over on now is not the time. It's going to be victorious, but we get the card of autonomy. They want to build a new foundation based in this autonomous solid energy. Not the energies of the past where they were not fully single, where you were not fully single. They want to build in this knowing of each person being balanced and whole in their own right. So we are getting closer to the victory of reunion energy, of coming into empowerment. They want to talk about this. Strategize, I just heard. So whether they are completely, whether your divine counterpart is able to come forward yet or feels it's time, that's something else. This is just what the energy is talking about. There does seem to be a more progressive motion. Okay, let's look at what we can for the Divine Masculine Collective. What are they thinking at this time? What are they feeling on the heart space? What are they wishing for the connection going forward? Oh, there's that laying foundation with the wishes. The wish card and laying the foundation. So we just saw that first intro message. That is a double confirmation. What actions are the Divine Masculines taking towards the unions? What is the biggest challenge? What is the spirit guidance for that challenge? And where is the connection going? What can we also see for the Divine Feminines? What would the Divine like the Divine Feminines to do in light of the information that is coming through? And we're going to get what is happening in the connection. So we're getting it from the Divine Masculine perspective, what the Divine would advise the Divine Feminines to know regarding each of the things that we are going to hear, and what is happening in the greater connection because of the energies right now. Okay, Divine Masculines, what are you thinking about the connection? Okay, Queen of Cups, they are really looking at, and future manifestation, this is anticipation. keeping their thoughts light and airy. I just heard they're trying to turn off their negative intuition. They're trying to turn off the voices in their mind that say that there isn't love here, that it's over, all of those kinds of things. They're trying to keep focused on this inspired new beginning. So there is still a lot of anticipation for reuniting, for coming back into contact, for seeing you in the physical. They know that there is another opportunity. It's not finished business, but they're trying to overcome these thoughts that might say the love isn't here in some way. So what should the divine feminines do about that? Live your life, be you, tap into this passion, have fun, have unbridled passion. Just live your life as though you've never been hurt. You've done so much healing, divine feminines. This isn't the kind of card that I would tell just anyone to kind of cut loose and have fun because of rebellion or repression. But divine feminines, you've done so much work. So this is the vibe of you've earned it. Have fun. Have fun, divine feminines. Do you. Be playful, make music, sing, dance, get out there. Yeah, divine feminines, this is fun. So keep your vibe, high vibe, and just know that your divine counterpart is also working on keeping the vibe high. It's easier if both are on the same page like that. And energetically, what can we see? Path change, paradigm shifts, and adjustments. So everybody is adjusting their mood is what I'm getting here. There's more personal accountability for happiness and regulating the emotional balance within. That is the primary relationship we have. Our emotional balance within our own energy. And then others. Okay, what can we see for how the divine masculines are feeling on the heart space? Seven of Pentacles and Seeker of Crystals. So that's the kindness and not wanting to invest in anything that's not kind anymore. So for those who are wondering, are the divine masculines going to move away from karmic patterns, karmic interactions? Yes, this is them not putting up with anything that isn't balanced. I'm getting a math equation. The 6 of coins is the reciprocity and the 7 minus 1 is the 6. I'm learning math by tarot here. So divine masculines are realizing that if they're not functioning with kindness, there can't be an equal give and take, because then it's a tit for a tat. It's not the same. That's retaliation. That is passive aggressive. They're understanding that they can't conduct themselves that way, and that if they are around people that are doing that, it is not love. Beautiful. So on the heart space, they are seeing they want to give to you with kindness. They want to start small, keep it simple. They want to recalibrate, I just heard. What are the feminines meant to know about this? Drop out of ego and into humility and understand people can have this change of heart. Divine masculines are growing, are maturing, are seeing what to invest in and not. I want to say that the karmic feminine energy is insatiable. The divine masculines will never live up to or please that karmic energy. So they now know that simple sweetness, goodness, kindness is where it's at. So divine feminines, drop into it. Understand that this can happen. This miracle can happen. I'm seeing that, and just stay open. You'll see it. You'll know it when you see it. You'll see divine feminines. Believe it. What is the energetic weather report? Seal of Metatron, form, structure, foundation, and cosmology. Yeah, we're seeing that foundation building. And on the heart space, it is sincere. Remember, this is on the heart space. They don't want to invest in anything that's not kind anymore. That means they don't want to dish it out if it's not kind. They don't want to be the recipient of something that is not kind. This is the new foundation. Oh, it's just really, really making me feel it's just it's hard to put into words. It's a new feeling. It's a new sincerity that is just like what took me so long to get to this place, thinking of energy like that without the drama, that it just feels so good. A new foundation. Beautiful. Okay. What are the masculines wishing? For happiness, to choose love consciously, to align with the higher love consciously, to be with somebody who is conscious. Oh, divine masculines want to be with a partner who's conscious. Yeah, they're done with unkind things, everybody. Divine masculines know that kindness is where it's at. That made me really emotional. They just want this holy grail. They want real love. They want the kindness. They see that this love is qualified. They see that this is qualified. So the Nine of Cups is wishing. We saw that already on the shuffle. And then wishing for what? Their 10 of Cups. They're ready to come towards it. They're ready to start investing in true happiness, in true relationship, in this higher love embodied by two who are qualified to share and become this example of true love without a resistance between. They want that. So divine feminines, what are you meant to do? Keep going through the death and rebirth. Keep going through this transformation. It's something within all of our sights. It's coming. So keep transforming in your own right. Keep processing by letting go of those thoughts. I'm going to say it again. We are not preparing on this journey to be strong and impervious to having our emotions hurt or our feelings hurt. This journey is loving ourselves, becoming whole, becoming sovereign, autonomous, to the point where we know that what we deserve is to be loved and not to be hurt. It's such a basic reminder, a basic cue. We can believe that we can be in relationships where neither person wants to hurt the other. And I know that seems like a basic human thing that doesn't serve anyone to hurt anybody. But it's one thing to be able to fulfill that because you've come into mastery, and another to just wish it. So we are getting into the vicinity of having embodied what is the Starseed Oracle. Chamber of imagination, whimsy, fantasy, and wonder. Dare to believe, dare to dream, dare to know. This is very, very masculines. You are daring to wish for the impossible love, the fairy tale, the real thing. You're believing in love so solidly now, divine masculines. And I'm hearing the divine masculines saying they don't want to be hurt or betrayed or feel like they have to keep their options open. Just like you, divine feminines. Okay, what are the masculines doing? Yes, they're secretly still working on becoming autonomous, whole. This is their whole strategy. They're watching you do that. They're in awe. They're in awe of this journey. They're taking the actions to lay that solid foundation. Divine feminines, what are you meant to do? I'm hearing the masculines are conscious of the steps in the process now. Now that they know that they want real love with you, now that they've figured it out, it's one thing to just wish for that, but it's another thing to know what that is. Divine feminines, this tower, it's a secret strategy. This is going to blow your mind when your divine masculine divulges what they have been thinking and doing under the surface. Remember, we saw in the opening that there is communication that wants to come through. Free will might indicate that some won't, but the energy is so strong, life-changing, divine feminines. This tower, be open to it turning in an instant. I think you're not going to have a choice. Many of the divine feminines are going to have something come out of nowhere that has been planned all along by the divine masculines. There has been preparation towards the new lives by these beautiful divine masculines. They have been working away at things independently. Yes, even without karmic partners knowing, even without friends and family knowing, even without telling you a lot of these strategies that they've been working on to become financially sovereign, independent. I just heard real estate purchases, different things the masculines have been doing in their own right that nobody knows about, that they have been keeping to themselves, that will affect your connection, divine feminines. Wow. What is the energetic card? Universal attunement, repatterning, and guidance. So both twins have been following divine instruction and not necessarily working in the 3D together, but following the 5D instruction. And so, yeah, it's all going to sync up in a beautiful alignment when it comes in. Renewing the faith in the divine. These stories are going to be exquisite when they hit, the mainstream, when the unions all come in and it's a buzz, true love stories being shared. It's going to transform so much. I'll say that again too, though, that the divine timing indicates that these stories, these unions are going to come in when friends and family and our communities are at a level of awareness, a level of consciousness that can embrace that they are true, that they can then take the gift that they are and be inspired to go after that same type of love in their own right and put down their fear. So yeah, I feel that coming. I feel that sense here. What is the biggest challenge for the masculines at this time? Wow, the energetics, look at all of that. And the Wheel of Fortune, divine timing. The biggest challenge is that they can feel this. They know the energetic connection and that they can anticipate there is a divinely guided motion. So that reunion energy, the conversations that need to happen, the biggest challenge is that all that is available for many is feeling the energy, getting used to the truth of the energy I just heard. So it is an as above, so below, or, free will aligning with divine will. This is the greater good, the balanced energy, the ability for each counterpart to align with this higher template. The lover's energy. So that's the biggest challenge right now. What should the feminines be thinking about? Feel the love within. This is the Two of Cups, that true love match. So we've had a few messages, divine feminines. Don't be all up in your mind thinking it's you, feeling like your masculine can never change, feeling that your masculine is unconscious. They know a lot more than they tell you, divine feminine. So believe in the love, sight unseen, feel it deeply within your heart, knowing that you are worthy of that love, and that if someone is not bringing it forward, you don't have to be in waiting energy. That's in a resistance of sorts. Get out there and live your life beautifully, free, single, autonomous. Don't be closing off and moping and holding back and feeling like you owe somebody that isn't coming in yet. And that's not to say that they are not going to, but the energy of you being in waiting energy is a closed off or constricted energy. Don't walk about your day feeling like you have to isolate yourself. Get amongst life. Feel the love within, but don't make that shut you down so that you're rigid and closed off to what life has to offer. Spiral of life, movement, opening, and unfolding. So divine masculines, with this challenge, it is a motion of unfolding, bringing this energetic truth into the 3D, literally animating the 3D with these higher templates. Channeling, that is what channeling is, when we act as a conduit from the spiritual, and we allow that to come in, the energetics, we allow those innovations, those potentials to reach their full potential. When we get out of the way of the things that we are energetically feeling, it unfolds naturally. And divine feminines, stop telling yourself love isn't available, just let it unfold naturally. And again, that happens in everyday experiences. Let the love in, let the goodness fill you up, no matter where you are, wherever you are, whenever you are. Just allow that to come in. Love is available right now. Okay, what is the spirit guidance for the masculines feeling the energy and waiting on divine timing? So this two major arcana, again, this is the strength, humility, and the new beginning that's still coming. So just know you are being empowered, you are being humbled, divine masculines, and you are being qualified for this new beginning. There are deep, deep soul level lessons. This is still the overcoming of devil energies. The strength card comes up when the devil's been at play, so there have been illusions that you've been integrating, these breakthrough thoughts, the feelings of being truly receptive and ready for kindness. All of that is so empowering. So it's still sinking in, it's still being seen across the board, divine masculines. What are the divine feminines meant to do? Free your minds, free yourself from fear, get rid of those thoughts that say that this love isn't real, good, true, any of that, or that you're not good enough, beautiful enough, smart enough, together enough. Get those out of your mind, divine feminines. Tell yourself more healed, healthy, and true things about your value, about your worth. And make the changes, do the things that are best for you in your own right. Make your best life now. Live your best life now, divine feminines. Do not wait for your masculine to come forward to give you permission to live your best life. Take all the cues that you've been inspired by your love with your divine counterpart and apply all of those now as though that love is already here fully in your life. Live the life that you think you'll be having once your divine masculine comes forward. That is the most appropriate way to anchor that alignment now. What is the energetic card? Heart of the Pentagon. Joy, playfulness, and pleasure. Yes, be in the joy. Seek to bring your decisions, your minds, your hearts all into alignment so that it can be a spontaneous joy fest every day. That is not to say it's naive, but look at the highest. Feel that in your body. When there isn't something that you have to do, like adulting, even in the midst of it, or emergencies, I'm not talking about turn a blind eye to things that you have to deal with. Do your due diligence. Do it with a glad heart, and don't waste your time when you're not facing a crisis or an impending thing that you have to do. Don't waste it with not being in joy. Do what you need to do. When you have moments that you can celebrate life, do that. Do that fully. Where is the connection going? From the divine masculine side, surrendering to the love, feeling the emotion, making the changes. So the knowing of these connections has been working its way on the divine masculines behind the scenes all the way along. Divine masculines are continuing to surrender to this love. Here's that one pentacle. When we have the two of pentacles in the reverse, it's no longer juggling. It's choosing that one brick in the foundation to lay. It's choosing the next step to take. So divine masculines are continuing to just feel into the emotions that happen when they're surrendered to this direction coming into union. And they are playing around with how it feels, not playing around with in a inconsiderate or immature way. They are imagining the different things that are supporting the cause for union, are uplifting the emotions, are softening the heart towards union. One by one, now that they're open to the idea of coming into union one by one, their emotions are calibrating, is what I'm feeling. Feminines, what can we see? Yes, separation, coming out of separation. This is the card of separation. In the reverse, separation is an illusion. It's been an illusion all along. You've been working these energetic puzzles in relationship, in energetic relationship with your divine masculine all along. So pay attention to energy. You would not be triggered and processing and growing if you were not energetically entangled with this person. Everyone is a teacher, but not everybody occupies so much space in our brains and our hearts. So pay attention to that. That is a proof of the energy, and that is a very high level gift in and of itself. Even if you never come into physical union with that person, you are still learning all of these things energetically that will lend itself to your divine counterpart relationship when it comes into the physical. With or without this person, you are learning all of the basic energetics. I always believe that true twins will come into union, and that we should be very, very loosely amused, I just heard, at who our DM, our divine counterpart, might be, so that there is not a binding adherence to it having to be that particular person. That is not me telling you that you've got it wrong and that you should be ashamed of yourself or something like that. No, it's a loving statement that don't fall into the twin flame trap, that it has to be that counterpart. Allow love in across the board. You will see. It will not, what is meant for you will not be taken from you. And that your heart knows that there's a deep connection with this person that you're watching this video for. That is an important thing. Whether it is your true divine counterpart or not, just stay in the awareness of the love, of the connection that you feel, of the work that it's doing deep within you, transforming your life, and live this journey on that level. What can we see? The journey card, Chamber of Teleportation, journey, exchange, transference. What you do for self, you do for other. So keep your vibe high, divine feminines, and find that within yourself, to look at things in that spiritual, energetic sense that puts the accountability for your happiness on your shoulders, in your control. And divine masculines, wow, this is just so beautiful. Let's see that there's so much sincerity. Let's just do one last card. So from the divine masculines to the divine feminines, I want to wake up next to you. And let's talk. There's more about that communication coming in. So divine masculines want you more in their physical life. They want to wake up next to you, divine feminines. And divine feminines, what would divine feminines? I will reveal myself to you, divine masculine. So yeah, let's talk. Both want to show each other something more. Beautiful. Bye for now, everyone.